Good morning, everyone. This is Amy with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. Yesterday was probably one of the most heartbreaking, gut-wrenching days in rescue for me and my team. 3 years ago, we rescued an entire family. We rescued a mom named Gigi, her sister, we believe, or another dog that was in a dilapidated trailer in Miami, named Kiki. They came in with 4 tiny puppies: Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Tabby. Puppies were fighting for their lives. Connection is weak, of course. Tabby, sadly, did not make it. Huey and Dewey were adopted together to one family 3 years ago. 3 years, 2 brothers that were 8 weeks of age have been together in a family, in a home, side by side, always together. The other day, I received a message on Facebook on our 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida page. There was a notification, and it was from the adopter from 3 years ago that her children had some friends over, and one of the 10-year-old children cornered in front of me. I am showing you, this is one of the brothers, and it's Huey. So Huey and Dewey were adopted together. One of the boys cornered Huey in the laundry room, and apparently Huey, who has had no history at all of his entire life of snapping, of biting anyone, he bit the child. The child is, thank God, totally fine. Has never shown any signs of aggression. They have 2 children of their own. Yesterday, the family showed up with Huey, who is now PJ, 3 years of age, a yellow lab mix. And they brought all his belongings, and they signed over their dog to our organization. I begged, I pleaded, my team begged and pleaded. We told her that it was not his fault, that it was an accident. He obviously felt cornered, and he reacted. The child cornered him in a laundry room and smothered him with his hands, and apparently PJ was not comfortable, and he reacted. We are not blaming anyone, but we are certainly not blaming PJ. Again, it is the responsibility of a family with children to make sure the dog is not put in a position to feel threatened that would make an animal, and yes, every dog is there, animals react to a situation. It is not PJ's fault in any way, shape, or form. So I literally sat and watched this family cry, petting him, tears falling on his head, while they signed the paper as PJ looked up at them as if he truly, truly knew what was happening. This was yesterday afternoon at 2:00 p.m. PJ is now here at the Imperial Point, I'm shaking, at the Imperial Point Animal Hospital. And he is in a room upstairs. We're trying to keep him as calm, as quiet. He is so confused. We took his collar off and put on a martingale collar, and he keeps taking his paw and scratching at the collar, and now he is resting his head on his collar. He is 3 years of age, and he does not deserve what has happened to him. He has lost his brother that he has been with since birth. He has lost his family. He has lost his home. If ever we have put out a plea for any dog in need, this is our plea to all of you. He has been visited by our volunteers just from yesterday and this morning. 4 to 5 volunteers have come, have sat with him, have pet him, have walked him. He has been around other dogs. He has shown no aggression. We actually have our trainer coming today at 4 p.m. to assess him properly and to be sure that he is okay with other dogs. As I stated, he is and was fantastic with his brother, Dewey. So this is Huey. I'm going to show you, Tiffany is with me here, and she is comforting him. First and foremost, this is where they came from. This is a dilapidated trailer that was posted where we rescued them 3 years ago. 3 years living in rats, feces, flea-infested urine, filth, broken garbage everywhere, glasses. This was them, the three, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, where they were under the trailer in dirt that we rescued. They had blood transfusions. They were anemic. They were infested with fleas and ticks. And this was them nursing when we brought them in. They fought for their lives. We fought for their lives for months, for weeks, at this hospital, at a second hospital. And thank God the three survived. Sadly, we lost Tabby. And this was him getting a blood transfusion at 8 weeks, 7 weeks of age. He was adopted approximately, I would say actually 6 weeks. I'm sorry, guys, it's been 3 years. So putting it all together, forgive me if I'm not accurate on the time. But when we rescued them, they were in this condition. So again, I'm going to recap. Yes, people lived there, and they were asked to leave, which is when they reached out to our organization begging for help for these dogs that they had, and they were reproducing and reproducing. And Huey, who is in front of me, again, Huey and Dewey were brothers, and I showed you the photos. You can go back and look at the video. Tiny little white balls of little lab mixes. We saved these dogs from a hell and adopted 3 years ago together, two brothers. Yesterday, Huey was returned. So, yes, he is up for adoption immediately. He is neutered. He is vaccinated. He is microchipped. He needs love. He needs a loving home that will love him and understand and be patient with him, because he is so confused right now. So, can't see what's on the picture. He just needs a new home with a loving family. He is such a great dog. Hi, Susie. I'm asking all of you to please take 1 second to share this video. And we are praying that it will not take us too long to find him a home. The longer he stays here, it is a room. He has his water. He has his bowl. He has his blankets. He has his toys. This was his bed that they brought with him, with a couple of toys that we gave him. What is this? His bone. So please, we are asking all of you. PJ, hi buddy, hi gorgeous. He's just so confused and so sweet, nothing but love. He's approximately 50 pounds maybe, would you say? He needs to lose a few pounds. It doesn't look like he was exercised much, so my girls have been walking. That's his collar that he is resting his nose on, if you can see the blue. We gave him a new martingale for walking purposes, so he can't slip out of his old collar. It's the only reason why we took it off of him. It is laying next to him. He is adorable. He is precious. He has been through hell. This is devastating. We have not slept. We have been in tears. We are so tired of being disappointed by humanity, not for us, but for them, and we have to pick up the pieces. Animals are like a child. If your child does something, you don't discard of your child and get rid of your child. And the same with your dog that you've had for 3 years, 3 years with no history of biting, of anything. 3 years you committed to this dog when it was a puppy with its brother. Lived in the home together as a family. We asked if she would work with us, if we got a trainer. She said absolutely not. She cannot have a dog that has bitten a child. The child, again, is fine, thank you, God. And right now, PJ is the one we are focused on. So please, this is 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. If ever we have had to pour our hearts out and plea for help, this is our plea. So please, if anyone is local and can offer PJ a loving home, we all feel so bad for him, Linda. Feeling bad is not going to help him. And I so appreciate your heart and your caring words. But we desperately need to get this dog into a loving home and work together. It is so sad, Kim, so sad. You don't get rid of a part of your family, Darla, correct. And Darla, you were here, you know, you saw yesterday when they returned him, you saw me fall to pieces. I was hysterical, I could not talk, I could not breathe. And I'm heartbroken. My team is completely heartbroken. Tiffany ran here this morning. Vanessa, our volunteer, ran here. Christina ran here last night. Karen ran here last night. Everybody has been trying to comfort him. He is broken. And we need to build his spirit up and let him know that he has love around him and that there is somebody out there that will give him a loving home, a forever home. So please consider opening your home and your heart to PJ. I feel bad for his brother too. His brother is home without him and probably wondering where his brother is. I don't understand. I never will understand. I'm not here to try to understand. If we do, we will fall apart and we will not be able to continue our mission. I agree, Jennifer, but it is what it is. This is 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. PJ. Hi, PJ. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, buddy. Please, look at him resting his head on his old collar. Every time we move, he goes right back to the collar. Devastated, heartbroken. Please share for PJ. Let's get him into a home. It's PJ. P is in Paul, J is in John, PJ. His original name was Huey. This is 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida, with our desperate plea for PJ, a 3-year-old yellow male lab mix.